It's a Mia Mario and you're too slow. Two iconic phrases from two iconic gaming franchises from Mario Nintendo and Sonic Sega. What is going on YouTube? It is Shownex here. What's going on, Show Fam? And Death Battle has released a new overall battle. And this is looking to be interesting. We got Bowser versus Robotnik. Now, for those of you who are curious, I did watch the last Death Battle with Giorno from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures versus Joker from Persona. And obviously I was rooting for Giorno just because I know about him and I watched JoJo. I saw how that went. We're not talking about it much here. I didn't get to react to it because my computer was acting up during that, but it was a pretty solid battle. I'm curious to see how this one's going to go, so let's not waste too much time and jump straight in.
Thanks.
Look at that. Hold on a minute, I gotta admire this. Are we actually seeing them? Wait, are we actually seeing Bowser's entire army versus Robotnik and all of his robotic creations? Because we got King Bomb. I don't remember King Goomba. Where's he from? Why does King Boo look like that? Alright, anyways. Got the Koopas and the Bowser Jr. with a little paintbrush. Imagine a Death War instead of Death Battle.
Eggman, the king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And
animation looks good so far.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I'm going for Bowser, man. I'm going for Bowser, but I wouldn't be surprised if Robotnik wins. Anybody could win. Is this one the movie?
Land of kindness, adventure.
Mario 64 is such a classic, dog.
Princess, it's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as Bowser.
Yep.
The moment this orphan
one of the
star
greatest
child
video
was
game
found by
villains.
Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom World, the Koopa clan.
Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters, fated to a life of infinite jump farming for one-ups.
Bowser wanted a different world, but Princess Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so bright, Bowser became
Who actually calls her Princess
so he
Toadstool?
turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle.
This man bricked up the
Another
toads?
and Another, like 40 years of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry
Peach has
him
been in
instead,
so many
but-
castles.
Yet he was foiled time and time again by those pesky Mario brothers. However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Look at him!
That we know.
Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch it, especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting
Wait, what?
meteors from outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down
So Bowser's the Avatar?
lightning.
Yeah, you
What
see, I was about to say, what's next, lightning?
else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark magic.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Wizard Turtle.
The original NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic is how he turned
Sorcerer King? What in the Ganondorf?
the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's
The only
mastered.
magic this
Telekinesis,
man has
creating
is
perfect
the wizard dude in
flows,
his army.
Reanimating his undead skeleton, and
Okay.
worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party. Hey, no,
I've never played Mario Party much, but
I stole those
sounds like a
coins
Bowser
fair
thing
and
to do.
square.
Bowser spent
Bowser's
decades
petty in his own
hoarding
way.
treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it. This is the same guy that created multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's talked about having a 4-digit IQ, but I've seen this moron put death traps in his own backyard. A man
that's true, but hey, the game has to be played and you have to win somehow, right?
after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom World and beyond.
Goomba.
Man, Mario is such a fun game, just going through each of the worlds, playing through each of the levels. Man, it's such a fun game.
Koopas, the Troopers, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings,
And there's so
some
much
in
more,
shoes,
too.
and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and First out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their surroundings to get the jump on unsuspecting prey, by land, sea, or sky.
We'd be here.
So you tell me Bowser commands every single creature in the wilderness that you come across? Because some of them just seem like they're just there, chilling. That's just natural habitat of creatures. Like, obviously the Goombas and Koopas are part of his army. But some of the other things, I don't know. But I guess they are.
Here forever jotting down the small fries. Booze, shy guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative
Sentient bombs with feet.
for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies,
Kamek, that's his name.
canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of
Yeah, that's true.
tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay.
That cat roleplay. That cat form. Oh my gosh. That looks clean on Bowser though.
But as the Koopa
Are we gonna see Bowser's Fury in here?
grew and grew, it started to feel less like an army and more like a family unit.
Oh, you mean like his kids, the Koopalings?
They're adopted.
What's the difference?
Good point. Bowser
Oh,
took
they're
them in
adopted?
and even trained them in dark magic.
So is Bowser
The
Jr.
villain
his
is
real
spoiled
son?
as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil
Mario
paint.
Sunshine.
That whole debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art class.
And I bet Bowser still has some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into a giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bully's talking smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just
A
one
little?
punch from Giant Bowser launched a castle out of orbit.
Damn.
Taking into account the flight path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's punch must have hit with a force
So
of
he
over
grew that big without the
125
mushroom?
trillion tons of TNT. Considering how Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this
Wow.
isn't even close to Bowser's full strength.
So don't bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's Dark Fury.
Oh,
a
the
form whose
Fury!
very
My favorite Bowser right here.
steps cause widespread natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in one big
John Cena?
turtle.
We're not even to the best
John
part.
Cena.
Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in
Oh,
Mario
yeah.
64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh, God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh. And
Oh,
the
yeah,
Dreamstone,
the whole
which
Wonder
can be
thing.
used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Damn, 3
Obviously,
seconds?
the Big Daddy Grand Stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin everything?
Was that Mario
It's
Galaxy?
him.
And when the Grand Star
It's
was
him.
freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, Space God, that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this crazy OP fire turtle had to fight himself. Oh, wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
He
With
fought
all his
himself.
power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe. So,
He's a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa. Make way for the king.
King Koopa Bowser. I learned a lot of stuff there. I play a lot of Mario games and I grew up on Mario. I learned a lot of stuff there, but that's to be expected. You never truly understand a franchise/series because things go a lot deeper than just what you're playing or watching when you start getting involved with power scaling.
This battle is sponsored by Prize Picks.
Prize Picks is super easy
Than you do.
and big. Like how it's
Are fast.
load the dollar.
Endless possibility. Citizens of Earth, lend me your ears.
What in the
Imagine
world?
A world of endless possibility where people
saw that
are
guy's
free
head?
as the wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But Wiz, only a brilliant mind can make that
Not Green
happen.
Goblin.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the
An
dangers
egg mind.
within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
As a mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald
Okay,
Robotnik,
Wiz.
who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're frickin' called G.
Okay, I don't know who
Anyway,
these dudes
looked
are.
like he grew up a lonely narcissist
Gun?
because all his family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo.
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately craved.
Tomato, tomato.
You just said it the same way twice.
He aimed to establish Eggman Land, a capital of
Eggman
science.
Land?
And this
That sounds like it'd be a
paradise
real
would have
place.
worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans literally blew up in his face. And he's a very sore loser.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control.
Yeah, this man has so many gadgets. Bowser's like raw strength and magic
Then
from what I
there's the
saw.
big ones. He invented a spatial
Robotnik,
displacement
as his
trap,
name
which, while online, scatters a target's
explains,
atoms
is
across space.
full-on, like,
and then there's
technology.
The metal virus,
Like
which
scattering atoms in
transmutes
space.
organic tissue into living metal zombies.
Organic
It's so
tissue into
deadly,
living
it
zombies.
created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with decoys, he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean, it's kind of lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the
Yo,
Egg-
man, I know I played more Mario when I was young, but
tough
this
enough
little
to
thing that
withstand
he
moon-sized
floats on right here, hold on.
explosions and even the center of a black hole.
I mean,
This machine right here with the little wrecking ball under it is such an iconic thing that I used to like. I'm just getting like nostalgia looking back at those old games with the music and the digital thing. Oh my gosh.
kind of lame looking, but he can.
That's
plug
what
it
made
into
Sonic
big
XC
bad mechs
terrifying.
Like the Egg Walker.
It's
or
like
the
using the
Death
nostalgia
Egg
against
Robot,
you.
Whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for a long list of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases.
That looks like the Death Star.
the Death Egg.
The
Okay.
reference is obvious, but
Yeah, okay, I
Darth
had a
Vader's
feeling.
version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say.
Wait,
Which is
wait.
obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg.
The Death Star is a toy compared to the Death Egg? Okay.
Which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah!
Egg Dragoon.
The rawest of the battle mix. It's got electric drills. It's got ice missiles. It's got a whole lot of bullets. My God, Wiz.
What a
I
war
need
machine.
it.
A
Don't
cosmic
forget,
war machine.
Eggman built all of these things himself. Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies,
Mm-hmm.
no friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe
What?
not, but what about Infinite?
Oh,
sure, they might
Infinite.
have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who needs friends when you can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman has a tough time collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced
Eggman
foot
Empire.
soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterpillars, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit, the hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the
Hard-boiled
egg thing,
heavies?
huh?
The army has
You're
a
just making me
wide
hungry
variety
at this
of
point.
troops. Even your
I know what I'm
classic
eating for
comedy
breakfast
with
tomorrow.
Orbot and Cubot. They're Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's made top-notch bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite robo-faker,
Yeah,
Metal Sonic.
Metal
Sonic
Sonic.
has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when upgraded to his Neo form, Metal Sonic could copy biological data, including unique powers like Shadow's time stop technique, chaos control.
He could even copy Silver's psychokinesis, and with enough chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Though
Wait,
everything
what?
would change with the appearance of
I was always wondering, does Metal Sonic have a super form? I mean, he would have to, right? Super Neo Metal Sonic. That's wow.
the Phantom Ruby. One of many
Phantom Ruby.
cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby alters reality by manipulating perception.
Basically, super OP illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King!
And when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Light Man form. Yep,
This man can also go Super Saiyan.
apparently Super Eggman is canon, though it is pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom Ruby isn't the
Pretty complicated to manifest. You just said he needed like a Phantom Gem or Ruby and
only super
Not even gonna try to
Eggman
rephrase that.
has. He's used the jeweled scepter to make the world-shattering Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman built and built and built, and eventually,
we're gonna see Gohan in the next movie studying Super Saiyan Hedgehogs since he was studying Super Saiyans or whatever in the superheroes movie. Watch.
he built something that started to build on him.
Oh
Sage,
yeah, that was in Frontiers, right?
was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she
Like it's
was
called Tana.
granted actual sentience.
Sage is already super powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
Sage was Eggman's saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose.
Yeah, so I remember hearing about that. That he actually like formed somewhat of like a loving bond with her, like a daughter or something.
In essence, a sort of daughter.
So, like any good daddy, gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ring. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle
The
can
End?
only be described as peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift
What
continents.
about Hypersonic? That's not canon, right?
All 7
Wait,
together.
let me get that again.
Sonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All
Damn.
7 together can shift the universe.
Damn, so Supersonic is universal?
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart
I mean, we are using
space-time like
Archie, right?
tissue
That's just
paper.
natural.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
It's funny,
Don't even
though.
ask me
While
to-
Eggman's
I don't know,
smarts
that's
have
just numbers
sort
to
of
me.
defeated Sonic here and there. He's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the
Yeah,
world.
they teamed
Recall
up.
how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he
So is
loved.
Robotnik in a way.
Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Yeah, Robotnik, he's just a broken
Nah.
dude. Oh,
And
okay,
he
never
will
mind.
always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So
Okay, I'm
watch
like
out.
warming up over here like, yeah, Robotnik is a good guy like his dad. Nah.
Critters and plebeians of the world, he is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Okay.
Wiz, you gotta help me.
So, I was originally going for Bowser specifically because of, let me just skip this while I'm talking. Like, some Marvel game. I was originally going for Bowser because obviously my bias, I prefer Bowser as a villain. Between the two, but they're both great villains. Watching this now, I really feel like I can go either way, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm leaning towards Robotnik based on like who I think is going to win feat-wise. because Robotnik was out here, you know, the whole Chaos Emeralds having the power to shift the universe, and Robotnik's creating gadgets that are similar to that, and he even had his own super form with the emeralds, which is universal. And Bowser was definitely doing some stuff that was terrorizing the universe, but he wasn't like point blank universal. Now I'm obviously gonna have trouble reciting all the feats. I'm still gonna, just because it still seems a little close in certain areas, I'm personally gonna root for Bowser, as biased and stupid as that may sound to some of you, just because it's my boy. But I do feel like the person who's gonna win is Robotnik, just because his feats seem more extreme. I think we can both agree Sega's feats, or at least for Sonic, are overall more extreme than Nintendo for Mario, as far as like the cosmology goes and the power systems and all that. I think it'll be a formidable fight between the two, but I really think Robotnik's gonna win just based on everything, his gadgets, the Chaos Emeralds, and so on and so forth. But hey, I'm still going for Bowser, so here comes my L. I'm gonna have the whole Waluigi hat on.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all
Waluigi, the Luigi hat on. Why am I gonna have an upside down L?
possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
What is Bowser doing? Is he gonna do this song? Oh, Robotnik trolled you in your wedding. That's messed up. King Boo is not liking being there. You know King Boo's happy now.
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke!
This is cool. All the new characters, like all not new characters, but all the characters playing a part in this death battle makes things more interesting and unique.
I am Dr. Eggman.
That's a good voice for Dr. Robotnik.
Get a load of this.
It's an actual war zone right now. Is he doing the asteroids already?
Shut up, nerd.
Nerd. That was cool. He did the Sonic to him. He's fighting him like Sonic fights him. He's doing all the bending abilities. Okay.
You call these toys an invasion force? Let's see Toads do better. That's a decoy.
That was cool.
You call
Little hit
these
back.
toys an invasion force? Let's see Toads do better. That's a decoy, idiot.
His power is without peer. It is the only.
Oh man, they're really throwing in all the characters here. He threw in Infinite. I actually, even though I don't know much about Infinite, I actually really like Infinite. The design, the name, and all that is really cool.
To its strength.
Wait, those are illusions, though. He's not actually killing them. He's gonna make him mad. He's gonna get big. Oh, that's cool. I had a feeling. I was like, are they gonna have King Boo do something against Infinite? Nah, this battle is actually, bro. This battle is really good. He's like laughing at him first. That's so cool. I was like, yo, Infinite's doing these illusions. Maybe we're gonna see King Boo do something. Hey, look at that. He does. Yo, they gotta do more battles like this. Metal Sonic? Who's gonna stop him? Bowser Jr.? Kamek? This is a really good battle. Oh, he's going into... Who took it? Bowser Jr.? Oh. Damn. Is this Bowser versus Metal Sonic now? Yeah, help him out. Where is his kids?
You've lost the battle before it has
This Robotnik sounds like Raditz.
begun.
Excellent work as always, Metal. Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you planned.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh, he's going into Fury? He didn't even use cat form yet.
Outside.
Look how nonchalant Sage looks. Where are the rest of Bowser's kids? That's cool. We're really seeing Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla right now. Yo, Metal Sonic is carrying you right now, Robotnik. Can somebody give Bowser the same assistance? I mean, King Boo did his thing, but he needs more than just Boo's help. He has... Robotnik has... I get he's just an average human at the end of the day. Genius, obviously. But he has Sage and Metal Sonic doing a lot for him. Bowser only had Boo, and Boo only did a little bit for him. Where are the rest of his kids? Obviously, Bowser Jr. helped him with the... Go into it. Oh, Kamek. Okay, there you go. Ah, Kamek. There you are. I was about to say... You're probably still not gonna do anything because this is Super Metal Sonic. Dang.
How dare you keep your hands off my...
Oh, that was cool. Hold on. Hold on. I got the goosebumps. Metal Sonic is doing too much right now, but it makes sense.
How dare you keep your hands off my...
Keep your hands off my... Yep, and then Robotnik's gonna take the... and become Super Robotnik.
Sage! The Death Egg! Max power!
Or he's gonna use... That is creepy. Is that it? Or is there more to this? Oh, he's not done yet. That's right. He went dry bone, Bowser. Resurrected himself. Bowser Jr. is still there too. Where's the rest of this man's kids?
Sage! Fire it again!
He's inhaling him.
So long, Doctor.
Is Bowser gonna take this? Bowser took it! Oh snap! I already thought Robotnik was gonna take it, man. He just had so much. I was still going for my boy Bowser. You see, that's what loyalty does. Don't be a follower, even when the odds are against you. Unless I'm just that stupid and Bowser was destined to win either way. But still, loyalty.
War was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising.
Yeah, I feel like this was really close.
Given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out, Bowser had everything he needed to take Chrome Dome down. Strap in. This one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5 categories.
Let's see.
First up is physical
Bowser
stats.
definitely takes that.
Bowser pretty handedly outmatched any of Eggman's usual mechs, like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death Egg could destroy stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
That's true.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases.
A lot of prep
Bowser's
time
all natural.
and arsenal.
He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition. He even had counters for battle enders like the metal virus and spatial displacement trap. Context matters for those weapons.
Bowser was
and
fighting
both
on his
backfired
almost
in
at the time,
past,
let's be
but
real.
More importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation magic. Conversely,
Okay, Sailor Moon.
most of Eggman's robots could get turned into, say, a frog or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot. Usually, just really, really clumsy.
Yeah,
Poor fella.
maybe even
Meanwhile,
cocky.
Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's talk trump cards.
As in, items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically targets perceptions. Unlike Bowser's Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The Ruby affected a whole planet, but the Wonder Flower had the power to alter the universe. Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem.
Yo, Bowser
lighting up
has a
Super Neo
crazy
Metal Sonic
collection
or
of stuff
Timing.
that he
The
clearly
most
didn't even
prized
use.
Possessions was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars.
Okay.
Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars are far more plentiful. Clearly,
That's true. There are so many
this
power
is
stars.
getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly. So the safest bet is to call this category a tie.
Or
Which
time.
means it's finally time to compare
I think Robotnik had the better army, man.
their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic's speed and power alone could solo most of the Koopa Troop. But the Eggman Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades. Teamwork and loyalty.
Okay, we're
Eggman
talking
is a
teamwork and loyalty, then I guess I understand.
Notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army is designed to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will, hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the Koopa Troop follows Bowser because they actually like him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control through King Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
That's
Also,
true.
Secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted. Canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Okay,
Found
okay,
that
Kamek
Bowser
doing his
and
thing.
army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no, billions of combinations that the Eggman Empire just could not actively plan again.
And maybe with prep time, Robotnik can take it, but like specific prep time, Batman levels prep time. But like, in a
Even with
full-on
Sage's
fight,
millions of plans to take down the Titans, she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved was incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troop conquered most of the universe.
okay,
Eggman
yep.
was no pushover. His wit, power output, and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and now he's cracked and scrambled.
The winner is Bowser.
Way to
Next
go.
time on
What's
Death
next
Battle.
time? Among Us? Did I just see Among Us versus Fall Guys?